Hello people, welcome back to DutchModeling. Today back with another inbox review. And today we're gonna do something a little bit different again. It's a Kitty Hawk, the UH-1D Huey. Well, this is kind of an iconic helicopter, so I don't think it needs a lot of introduction. Like I said, it's the Kitty Hawk, it's 1/40th scale. Again, it's the Warner's Wings big and small logo here on the back. Not sure what that means, but... And then you got the box art of the Hueys coming in and the US soldiers disembarking to get a nice fight on in the jungle. A nice drawn turn to start with. I really want to thank Kitty Hawk and Domino.be for providing me with this review kit. And this kit and many more are also available at Domino.be. So that out of the way, let's see the sides. You got 4 different markings. That's the 112 AHC, the 117th, the 174th, and the 170 AHC Attack Helicopter Group. I have no clue what AHC stands for, but I'm sure somebody will help me out with that one. On the side you got again the box art, the name and the kit number, and the kit number is KH80154. Here we got some more Huey. It's the Japanese Army, the UH-1D Iroquois, the Taiwanese Air Force, and the German Air Force Bell, the HTG 64 Aalhorn Luftwaffe, and again the box art on this side, as you can see. So let's open this up. Again, it's a 1/48 scale. And the first thing that pops out is this little box. We'll open it in a second. We got the instruction sheet here, and then we got a couple of 1, 2, 3 sprues, and we got a little bit of photo etch and a decal sheet, and that's it. So put this on the side. Let's start with the instruction sheet. And I try not to mumble this time because I had a comment. Apparently, since this new setup, I'm starting to mumble a little bit. So I'm gonna try and keep that to a minimum. We start with the Sprue map with decals as well. 2 decal sheets apparently. Yeah, I can see a second decal sheet there now. And fold it open to start see step 1. And these are the pilot and co-pilot instruments and cyclics, and everything goes on here. They got the colors called out next to them. It is dark grey gold grey. It's an FS number. There's a red. So that's a flat black. That's a dark grey again. It's an olive drab. Here you can see the floor of the engine housing, I guess it is, and I think it's still the instrument panel here. Everything is being placed in. The rotor head is being placed here. The seats, but these are not the seats for the pilot. These are the seats for the passengers. And then you go into step 2. All these are, looks like medevac beds for wounded soldiers being put in here, or extra seats as well, so you can sit on the sides. Could be both. And then you start building up more seats for the, let me see, these are the seats for the pilot and the co-pilot. This one and this one, as you can see here, B and C. And you got more seats for in the back for the passengers here. Then you go to step 5. It's the, just called the fuselage. I don't know if it's called differently in the helicopter, to be honest. Doors with the windows in there, the pilot doors and co-pilot doors on the left side and on the right side. The depending which one you see. Again, as you can see there. Then you go to the next step, the turbine, the engine, on. Then you got the cockpit, and the sides go on, and the turbine goes on, as you can see here. So you got your main body built up. Then you got the boom to the rear rotor blades, stabilizers. Then you got the roof. This is the inside of the roof. You put it in. You can see there. Then you can put it up. You got the nose goes in here. It's built up here, so the nose goes there, and the roof goes here, and the rear boom goes on. And then there's actually something you kind of need to take out with the Kitty Hawk instructions. I haven't done it because I don't want to lose them. It makes it easier if you take them out, because the color callouts are in the middle of the instruction sheet. The windows go on. The engine cowlings go on here. These look like grills for the engine cooling. Then got the left gun built up here, and the right gun built up here. Skip the call out for a second. Swap them over. The windows near the feet from the pilot and the co-pilot, the guns go on. Then the skids go on, as you can see here. All kinds of small stuff still. A lot of photo etches you can see. It will be blingy on the other side, underside. Then you got all the measurement and stuff going on. Some handlebars, antennas. Of course, more handlebars here. Then you go start putting together the actual blades, rotor blades. And again, the colors are just called out here. Again, it's grey with an FS number next to it, so that's pretty easy. And this is the tail rotor here. And then the rotor goes on, and the tail rotor goes on. And it's finished. Then do the color callouts. It's pretty quickly, only 18 steps. First here we got, let me see like this, hopefully you can see it. Trying to get the glare off. This is the German Luftwaffe markings. It's a tritone, or quad-tone actually, if you call out the yellow with it. So you got black, dark green and light green. And they call it, let's see, yeah, two different greens. And I think these are probably called out somewhere. Mr. Hobby colors there, 301, the 303. So they call out a grey, two types of green, and a yellow. They don't call out the yellow, to be honest. This is a clear green apparently for the top windows, and the yellow doesn't have a color. That's strange. Or is that a? Oh, that's a. The yellow is a decal, so you don't need that. And then you got down here, you got the Taiwanese Air Force one. It's just basically one color. And then in the back here, you have the Japanese Uruguay, also a multicolor. You can see, got the green, the brown, and the black with the rising sun decal there. And we got in the middle, we got the American ones. Let's go and find them for you. Come on. Here we got the one of the 121st. It's all green. On this side we got the 117th. And most of it's basically either the numbers and the decals different and no side will be different. The color will all be the same. This is the 174th. And again, as you can see, it's all the same green. And here we got the 170th. So again, same green, just the nose art and the decal placement is different. So those are the instructions, pretty quick. And don't think it will be a very long build. A lot of painting, that will be different, that's for sure. And then we do the decals and photo etch. in a nice resealable bag, so that's good. Let's see. On the small one you got all the different kinds of nose art and the instruction panels. And these looks actually pretty good. You got, can't read that. Then you got Little Annie Fanny, you got Bikini Red, the Flying Dragoons. And then you got a very scarcely clothed girl on a tiger. That tiger. So hopefully you can see him there. Those are the decals, the nose arts, and those are the instrument panels. So those are pretty nice. I like that one, the cartoonish way. It's kind of funny. I'll put the protection sheet back on there. It won't stick, but still, at least I tried. Then you got the bigger one. And their own carrier film is pretty small. They all seem to be in register. They're all readable. Voorzichtige vaar, so that's not a problem. There's something I can read that one. See if I can. The smallest one here you can even read, so that's also very, very nice. Very nice. Let's see if I can give you a close-up of them. The lighting, you can see. They're the smallest ones. They all look pretty good. And they're 1/48 and they're pretty big, to be honest. Those will be the yellow striping around the boom. So those are the decals. That will be fun. Well, luckily it's not a plane, so that would be worse. And then you got the photo-etched. Mainly straps for safety harnesses and seat belts. Some vents, and you got some small stuff there. I'm gonna leave the protective layer on it. It's protected on both sides. Just give it a little bit of durability as well. It's pretty thin by the touch of it. You can really bend it very easily, so once you get the protective layers off, it bends even more easily. I'll close this up, and let's see the nice carton, the box in which they keep their clear parts. I saw this at the Little Bird, so I'm 100% certain this will have the clear parts in it. See, it's only that one thread. See if I can. No, I can't rip it out like this. I have my knife here, so I got a nice cutting mat from domino.be. This is a very high quality mat. You can buy them on their site. And this is pretty important. This needs to be clear. There is a little bit of a deformation in there, but they are very clear. And the rivet detail and everything, there's even on the glass is also very nicely done, especially here in the cockpit window. Yeah, it will be a cockpit if I have a helicopter as well, I guess. See if I can give you a close up on that one. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you probably see through my fingers. See if you can get all the smaller windows there. You can see they're nice and clear, so that's not a problem. Put them back in the plastic to protect them, and back in a cardboard box, which I really think is a good thing. I know, well, from my armor experience, I know trumpeter normally does a little bit of a wrap around the clear parts and the easily to break parts, but doing them separately in a cardboard box, I haven't seen that done anywhere else but in Kitty Hawk. But my experience is limited, so could be that I'm missing something. So I'll do the first out of 3 sprues. They're all kind of the same size, so Let's see what they have for us. Let's see what I can recognize, because that will be the biggest issue for me. These will be the stabilizers on the boom, the doors for the passenger, the seats, pilot doors, the skids, machine guns, both sides, two sides, the rocket pods, which I haven't seen really on the instruction sheets. Maybe these seem to be rocket pods at least. And now here I'm just going to swoop in automatic and look immediately if they put on rocket pods anyway, because I haven't seen that. I might have missed them, but I don't think so. No, there are no rocket pods in this kit, so they probably belong to a different kit. UH-1D. Oh well, it's this one, so they're probably going. I think there is a second Huey kit, and probably they will need the rocket pods for being the assault helicopter instead of the helicopter that brings in the people, the troops. These look like smaller rocket pods. Will be these, so these you won't need. These look like wheelie guns, the Falcons. And this last piece of the nose. The rivet details on the doors is pretty good, as well as on the stabilizers. There's no internal detail. There's a little bit of cleanup on the chairs, but hey, you need to clean up anyway. There's no interior detail to the doors, neither of the doors, so there's a little bit of a texture, a cloth texture to the seat, so that's cool. You got some ammo belts here. There's a little bit of flash on there, so it will need a little bit of cleanup. That's not a problem. So let's pick up my smaller cutting mat so I can give you a close-up. Let's see what you make up your own mind when you're seeing these stuff. Yeah, this cutting mat is just a little bit too small for the entire sprue, but you get the gist of it. Yeah, and see, hopefully pick up the details on the doors. Actually can't see because my light, I got a more brighter light on this setup. It's reflecting so much in the plastic that I can't see what the camera is seeing. I actually see a reflection of the plastic in my screen, so I'm just hoping everything is zoomed in correctly, or focused rather. There are the machine guns. I think these are M60s, but again I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. The skids there, and there are the stabilizers. Hopefully you can see the rivets there. And the seats, where are the seats? There are the seats. So you can see the texture there. The fabric or leather, whatever it is. So put it back in. And again, I'm trying to keep the mumbling to a minimum, but that's just something I do. Sorry for that in advance. Especially when I'm showing those close-up, it's pretty hard to speak normally. So we got the rotor blades, the main rotor, the tail rotor. They look pretty, I don't know if they're supposed to be this straight. So, a little bit of, oh no, these are the tips, that's not flash, these are the tips, so that's supposed to be on there apparently. The turbine is very detailed, if you ask me, and I have no experience with helicopters, so, but I think these are very detailed. I don't know how much they show, so. And then you got cogs. There's no detail on this side, so all details here. You got some texture here again, some cloth texture. You got some sprocket wheels, grab handles, all kinds of small stuff. of which I do not know what it is. Mostly this is part of the main rotor, pitch and everything. As well, rotor parts. These are parts for the cyclic and the pitch controls. It looks good, not a lot of flash. A little bit of flash on the skinny parts here. But all in all, yeah. There's some attachment detail here on the main rotor blades. I don't know how accurate that is. Like I said, I'm definitely not. I haven't built any helicopters so far, so I have no clue of the accuracy of anything. I'm just here to show you what is in this kit, if you're interested in it, so you know what you're buying. Keep it in mind. Oh, sorry, I have to line this up properly. You can see there. There's the tail rotor, and then general names I know. I have Discovery Channel as well, so. And that's the turbine, and that looks good in my eyes. At least it looks good. Very detailed. I'm trying to see what you're seeing, but it's pretty hard. I mean, this is one of the blades. You see the little stumpy there in the back. It's supposed to be there. And then you get the connection parts there, all molded on. And again, I don't know how accurate that is. I actually don't know what you're seeing. That's even more troublesome for me to know what you see. There again, all the small, there's a little bit flash there, but it's so thin it's just quite an easy cleanup. Just a little niche with the hobby knife or a sander and it's done. And then all the small stuff there. So yeah. Would have been cool to have this in 1/35 though, for some diorama purposes. I got with the armor, of course, and I've done the little bird before. That's 1/35, and I know Kitty Hawk has a Black Hawk in 1/35. So I don't know if they have or planning to do a Huey in 1/35, but I would, yeah, I would applaud that. So that would be cool. And here are the main body parts. Outer fuselage and the boom, and the rivet detail on this is crazy. This will pick up a wash so brilliantly. This will be beautiful. The floor, the cockpit or the cabin floor, the inside of the roof, the outside of the roof, cowlings, the nose. I don't know what this is, but there are ejector pin marks on this side, and I don't know if that's so smart. Strange. Detail on the other side. No, there's absolutely no detail on the other side of the sprue, so I don't have to turn it around. More of the floor plating, I guess it is. This is the windows above the cockpit, I would say. This is part of the nose. Instrument panel. This is the instrument panel. It's in between the pilot and co-pilot with the bars here. Here's the instrument panel, which you need to cover with a decal, or just paint them all by hand, whatever you prefer, of course. But again, the rivet detail is very good in my eyes, at least. Let's see if the underside. Okay, it looks all. I don't see any thick flash or mismolds or sinkholes or whatever. It looks very nice. It really does look very good. Yeah, and the boom, tail boom as well. Yeah, this looks very nice. Here as well, this is, I think, the outside of the roof. This is the diamond plating for the inside of the roof, which is a little bit buckled. This is not flat. I think either they molded the relief into this, because it's really like wavy if you on the touch. I don't know, the camera will pick it up. These two as well, they're not flat, they're like there's bubbles underneath. But there's nothing molded on the other side, so I think they did that on purpose. There's just, except for the diamond plating, there is texture underneath. That's strange. I don't know if that's supposed to be. These, you could see these extra molded on, so that might affect it, but these are smooth underneath, and they also have it, and they have it both. And they have both it the same way but mirrored. So you got here a little couple of bumps, here a bump and there a bump, and you got the bumps here and here as well. I'm guessing it's supposed to be that way. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. I can see it through light and shadow, light and shade, but first do the outside of the fuselage so you can see the rivets and everything. That looks very good. And you got the rear boom there again. That will take up a wash so far very nicely. And I don't know how dirty they got in Vietnam. See, I can't see anything, but I hope the camera picks it up. I'm rocking the sprue forward and backwards a little bit, so the light will catch it in different ways. You can see it in here as well. So it's very. So here's the floor plate, and here's more, and these got it also. These got the bubbles in there as well. And then let me see, that's the roof. And you got the nose, and here you got another one of those plates. But those look like ejector pin marks on top of there, but that's strange because there would be the only ejector pin marks on this side of the sprue, so I think there's supposed to be something else. These look like engine cowlings, again, with the rivet detail there. And then here's the other fuselage side, and the other boom. So yeah, and that's it. Well, there's not a lot to it. There's only 3 sprues, not a lot of parts. Kitty Hawk doesn't give an exact number for the parts. Itchy. But all in all, it looks very interesting, and it is definitely something I'm going to build myself. Not only because the Huey is of course a very iconic helicopter, but it looks good. And it's something different. A little bit away from the AFVs I normally do. So it doesn't give a number on parts, but the part count isn't that high. Nope. No part count. And as you saw on the sprues, either there is or there will be a different version of this one with the rocket parts and the milliguns attached. So I have to do a little bit of looking up this to see if the other kit is already released or it will be released soon. I'm not sure for that, but this one is mainly a troop carrier, as you can see how it is depicted here, and not the weapons platform you can make it out of, because I think if you have it with the weapon platforms, it also gets little winglets on the sides, but again, not 100% sure about that. But as far as this kit goes, the Kitty Hawk UH-1D Huey looks very nice. And again, I want to thank Kitty Hawk and Domino.be for providing me with this kit review, this kit sample for this review. And I hope you liked it. If you did, like and subscribe. And if you hit that little bell, you will know when I upload a new video. And if you really like my stuff, go visit my Patreon and help me out that way if you want to. There's no necessity, of course, but it's just something voluntarily, let's say it like that. So, yeah. Hope you liked it. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.